Hello everyone. I know it's been such a long time since I've done a video, but hey, it's time to get started again. Don't you agree? Well, today I am going to be discussing, is beauty skin deep or is it not? So many times we are judged on our appearances, on how we look and how we present ourselves. That's day-to-day common knowledge. People look at us and say, okay, she looks this way or he looks this way, so maybe he is poor, maybe he is rich, maybe they are this, maybe they are that, okay? And I have to admit, sometimes I do myself judge people on how they look on first meeting them. However, as we get to know the person, the way we see them often changes as we get to know them and as we bond with them as friendship. So today, I thought, if you notice, I have no makeup on whatsoever. I am going to show you before and after makeup with me. So anyways, let's get into it. I'm going to first take off my glasses. I'm going to be a little blind here because I can't see well without my glasses. But we're going to get started. And the first thing we are going to do is apply serum on my face. I know that sounds a little... We're going to apply serum on the face. That sounds a little... anybody that doesn't know about serum, like men, will be thinking, what in the world is serum? Well, basically, it's going to keep us from wrinkling or show the signs of getting older before our time. I will reveal my age after I finish doing this. And some of you, don't you hate it when you go you know, I catch myself doing that so much. So anyways, people often don't believe how old I am. So we'll see. Go ahead and try to figure out how old I am. There we go again with the you know. Okay, so my serum is on. So the next thing I am going to do is put the serum away. And I am going to put on my primer. Yes, my primer. I'm actually going to use Mary Kay primer. Okay, I actually like the this primer so much better, but I'm running really low on it, so I'm conserving this for days that I actually go somewhere and that kind of thing. So I am going to use the Mary Kay primer for now. I had that upside down. Mary Kay. There you go. Okay. And so, oh, by the way, my beauty blender, my dogs ate. So I don't have a beauty blender, so I am going the old-fashioned way and using my hands. I have two new puppies, Sergeant Major and Daisy May, and they are a handful. And if it's actually laying around, they will eat it, and that's what happened. It actually wasn't laying around. They took it out while I was doing my makeup, but I didn't catch them in time because I keep my makeup in. I'll show you what I keep my makeup in when I am done. Okay, so that's my primer. Now, I don't spend a whole lot of money on makeup because I'm a mom. Okay, I have two kids, and I just don't have that kind of money to actually spend out to get a more expensive makeup. And then if I do have expensive makeup, I usually save it for once again when I'm going out or doing something. So, that being said, for the makeup, we are going to be using L'Oreal Infallible Makeup. Okay, there we go. Alright, so once again, no beauty blender, so I'm going to have to use my hands. My lighting is not the best in here. I do not have an overhead lamp or any good lighting in this room whatsoever, so I actually have to open the door. And so, which is why my dogs are being so good right now. They're at the door guarding my house of anything like people or leaves that blow across the yard and that kind of wonderful thing. I own Chihuahuas, so those of you that know the Chihuahua breeds know that they stay on guard 24/7. Even in their sleep, they are standing guard. And they may be a few pounds, but their brawn sure makes up for their size, and they do not know that they're as small as they are. They have absolutely no clue. They will go after anybody. They have absolutely no kind of filter there when it comes to saying, okay, I am only this big. And they will go up against the biggest of dogs. I had Dobermans that live next door, and they could care less how big the Dobermans are. They will go literally after the Doberman. Now, I am not a makeup professional. Let me add that too in here. I am in no way a makeup professional. I'm just somebody who has been wearing makeup ever since she's been about 15 years old. I know that's a little late for some, but it took a bee sting for me to actually start wearing makeup and covering up the imperfections of what I thought to be my face. You know, when you're young, you always think, wow, you know, I can't wait to wear makeup. But once you start wearing makeup, you're kind of like stuck wearing makeup the rest of your life. But I actually really love makeup. It's just some days I don't wear makeup because sometimes it can be a lot of work to put it on. Now we're going to go on with my powder. Makeup for me is kind of quick at times because, once again, being a mother, I don't have a lot of time, okay? And especially owning animals and things. And my husband will be like, okay, let's go somewhere. Well, he doesn't like to wait for 5,000 hours for me to get ready, by no means. Here is the brush. So I have learned to do makeup rather quick, and it's not the best makeup job in the world. Once again, I am not a makeup professional. So I'd actually welcome any tips, critiques, anything you'd like to say, and subscribe if you'd like to hit that subscribe button. I'm going to start doing more kind of videos more regularly. I'd like to put out at least one a week. Sometimes more. Okay, for my powder, I like using dilute translucent powder. And I actually love the Male Norman. I've been with Male Norman for years. Okay, there they go. I actually do have the foundation of Male Norman, but I save that for once again when I'm going out. But the powder, I've always loved it. It just lasts forever. So we're going to start the powder. Oh, okay, I got too much powder on my brush last 2 times. Okay, so you can see okay, so we have the powder is pretty much almost done. Okay, that's like most of the work right there. You know, you've got your primer, which you have to have, and I know I did not really give the appropriate time frame for the primer to blend in with your skin before doing the makeup. But, you know, I know you guys didn't want to wait that long for the next step because I really don't have a whole lot of things to talk about that's very interesting for everyone. So, anyhow, let's go on to the next step. The next step, I usually start with the eyes, okay? So, we're going to bring all the eye stuff over. Okay. I'm just going to grab everything I need here. I can imagine if any man is still here, they're going, oh my gosh, what in the world does she need for the eyes for her to be like bending over and over and over? But I got one more thing to grab. Okay, I think I got everything I need. for the next couple steps. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows, and I really love the Maybelline Brow Drama. Okay, you can see that one. It makes it so much quicker. I'm almost out. I'm going to have to get some more of this. So what I do, I need to actually trim my eyebrows again. Okay, like that. And then I take this brush. Like that. Okay, so brows are done. I don't go through the whole drawing on the eyebrow type thing because one thing, my husband does not like that look. And you know, when we do our makeup, when we are married, we want to please our husbands and not ourselves, because you know, unless I'm looking in the mirror going, I am so gorgeous, you know, which I am not gorgeous, but I mean, I want my husband to look at me and say, you are so beautiful. Don't we all? Or even our boyfriends, or you know, that person whom we have found that we match in life, you know, or you know, that kind of thing. And I do love my husband. You know, we have a wonderful family, and I've got you know, I'm really blessed. So I want to make him happy. So I don't go through the whole eye drama bit, as he would call it. That is a text from whom I do not know. Let's see. Hold on. Let's say, I am so sorry. I swore I would not do this, but okay. My son is graduating from basics, so he's been texting me today. Okay. Yes, I love it. Looks awesome. He treated himself to some nice boots that he can actually wear. There I go with the for the next phase of training. Right now he is in Fort Sill, and he graduates tomorrow from Fort Sill. And I cannot be there, sadly, but hopefully I can be there for Fort Sill. Before we go on to the rest of the eyes, I have, this is Organic Wear Blush. Okay, and we're going to just put that on real quick. That way I don't forget it. Okay, just like that. Okay, blush is done. Believe it or not, I'm really making progress. I believe once he graduates, he is going to be going to Fort Leonard. Let me out. I'm stuck in your pocket. And so that was him again. I'm sorry, but I had to stop everything on a dime for him because, you know, I have the best kids in the world, and he's been away for a few months. And, you know, it's hard when your kid is not there. And you know, it's when you're used to seeing your kid every day, as much as they get on your nerves. Okay, listen, parents. I mean, your kids get on your nerves every second of the day sometimes, and sometimes you're like, oh, I can't wait till you get married and move away and all this stuff. But let me tell you, your heart aches without them. The house is not. Your heart just, it aches. Your life is not normal. It's a killer without your kids. And so enjoy every second with them. Every second with them. I mean, I went through every stage, the toddler stage. I mean, I have to admit, I got so annoyed at times that I just wanted to scream. But if I could do it all over again, there's so much I would do differently. So much. Okay, our next step we are going to do is... Okay, I actually have, this is, I have no idea. this is my eyeliner anyways, and I usually use black, but there's no brand on here. I've used it so much that the brand has come off. So we're going to do my eyeliner next. And so this goes on. A lot of people say, well, how do you do this without stretching out your eyes? You know, I've been doing it for so long that I don't have to. And I don't do that much of a wing to it by no means. Once again, I like to be more of a kind of a natural look. Okay, got one eye done. And on to the next eye. I'm trying to finish this up before my daughter comes in. The way she does makeup and the way I do makeup is two totally different ways. And believe me, she would be a really good makeup artist if she chose to do that with her life. She is so creative with hair and makeup that it really amazes me. Okay, so there's the start of my eyeballs. Okay, next thing we are going to do is the eyeshadow. And I am using the Hard Candy Look Pro for natural eyes. And it mostly comes with like a brown palette, and then there's also the primer for the eyeballs, which I did forget to put on, and there's not much left in there, so I'm not going to worry about it for now, but usually I do put on that primer. And let's begin. So I'm getting the right brush out here for the next step. Okay, so here we go. I will also be blending my eyes before, or once I'm done, I'll be blending them. That's one thing my mom always taught, is blend, blend, blend. Okay, and finally the last color. Okay, so and we are almost done, guys. Okay, now for the next, we are going to start the eyelashes. We're almost done, guys, and then we will be... Okay, so I went on ahead and, curled my eyelashes first. I have very straight hair with absolutely no body. None whatsoever. So I've always had very straight eyelashes. Okay, so now we're going to... This is Bombshell Volume by Maybelline. Or is that Maybelline? Lash Blast. And you use there's two different parts to it. We're doing step 1 right now. You put step 1 on your eyebrows, on your eyelashes. I actually like the finished look of this because it does give more volume and more length to your eyebrows. Now, keep in mind, most of my makeup has been inexpensive makeup. Sometimes I've seen videos on, now, getting back before this part is done, we were talking about, is beauty skin deep, okay? And how we tend to judge a book by its cover. And I admitted to doing it myself, and I think if all of us were to be honest with ourselves, don't we? You know, at some point, you know, well, this person must be homeless, or this person must be this, and, you know, this person may have all the money in the world, a billionaire, and just chooses to look eccentric. And we would never know it. But then again, how quick are we to actually stop and give encouragement to people that do not fit the mold of what we are to look like every day? I mean, this is something we all must think about. I think everybody needs encouragement. There has been some times I have stopped and talked to people in places because they just look down. Or, you know, sometimes I just smile at somebody because, you know, I don't know what to say, because they may look sad and they may have the weight of the world on their shoulders. And maybe they're thinking, you know, this is it. When I get home, I'm going to do, I cannot do anymore. And one kind word, just one kind word, can affect that person for the rest of their lives. When my brother died of cancer, which I want to do a video talking about this, probably tomorrow, I don't know. But when he died of cancer, there was nothing in the world that hurt me more than the day he died of cancer. It felt just like part of me was ripped from my very soul, because, of course, he's my brother. And there were some people that knew the right things to say. There were some people that had the wrong things to say, like tell me how to grieve, and they told me what to do and what not to do, and all I needed to do was cry. All I needed to do was keep a Christmas tree up for 1 year, because Christmas was our favorite holiday. And there were some people that could not understand. There were some things I had to do. You know, I had one person come in my house and say, you need to get that tree down. Well, you know what? That tree is not in their house. That tree is not any of their business. If I choose to cope in this grieving manner, that's how I chose to grieve. But, you know, I got through it. And every day it gets a little, not every day, but almost every day it gets a little easier to cope without him. And I know one day I'll see him again. And, you know, one of those things, I miss him with every ounce of my body. There's, you know, not a part of me that does not miss him. Okay, for our final part. Okay, we are going to use, for the lips, Rimmel Show Off. Okay, and this is, I have no idea what color, but it's pretty. Okay, because the color is actually melted off. It's like a berry something when I got it. Okay, so are we ready for the final part? Okay, here we go. Okay, guys, or ladies, guys and ladies, friends, all of you, this is the final look. Now, this is how I would go shopping. I welcome my husband home, except for I might have my hair done a little differently. There we go. Hold on. You know, because I would use probably my straightener and fix it out and have it more. Hello, darling. Welcome home. Would you like your roasted beef? I have a pie in the oven. Yeah, right. I'm not that kind of wife, okay? But I do cook dinner. I do make sure he has a hot meal. So, but I'm a hot mess too. Okay, guys, I'd let you know. I told you I was going to reveal my age at the end of the video. So, take a guess right now. Take a mental guess in your head. How old am I? Come on, I'll give you some time. How old am I? I will tell you how old I am. Are you sure you're ready to know? I am going to be 49 October the 3rd, 2017. That's right, 49. Not a lot of people can believe that, but it's the truth. I am going to be 49. Time goes by fast, but it also depends how you take care of your skin. My mother told me her always best advice is moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. She uses Pond's moisturizer, and let me tell you, she looks young. And she has no wrinkles, none whatsoever on her face. And she uses that Pond's for dry skin every day, every night. When she wakes up in the morning, she puts it on her face before she does anything. And she swears by it. And my mother, I might be wrong, but I know she's nearing 70, has not even one wrinkle. Not one. Now, I've got the laugh lines going on a little bit because, of course, I do laugh a lot. And I got the creases, because sometimes I worry a lot. One of the things, I don't have a whole lot of wrinkles, but my mom has none. None. Always remember to moisturize this area when you moisturize, because a lot of people forget this area. Okay, I meant to say that earlier. I may have. Okay, a lot of people forget this area, and the neck wrinkles pretty easily. So always moisturize this area, ladies. Okay, all right. So I'm going to get off here. All of you have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching my video. If you like it, subscribe right there, the little button. I will be adding more videos. Thank you. Goodbye.